Hey guys, it's Trish from Dish Kitty Studio, and I know it's been like the weekly dish, right? It's been about 3 weeks. I'm really sorry, but anyways, I have a lot of pages here to go through, so I'm going to try to get right into it and go pretty quickly. Okay, I think I left off here. In fact, I'm pretty sure I did. So this was just a regular day. I bounced on my rebounder work. That's me with my little headset on. I made Italian chicken with artichokes and tomatoes. I did some shopping, got some new K-cups, drawing, just a bunch of little doodles that sort of made up my day. This day, my friend and I decided just randomly that we were going to go. It was a Tuesday. There's this beer that we really like that is hard to get, and we found out it was on tap at a brewery about an hour north. So we just decided, hey, let's go after work. So we went and did that. And we ended up hitting another brewery too on the way back. So it was just kind of a fun little spontaneous trip. I drew a little picture of the beer flight, and these are like our little flight sheets that I just tipped in with the names of the beers that we tried and all that. I got a new laptop for work, so I just drew a little picture of it. Nothing major. This day I was making, I make pretzel scarves for my friends and I. We go to the Winter Beer Festival every year, and it's outside in February in Michigan, so you can imagine what that weather's like. So I make pretzel scarves for all of us, so I was working on those that day, so I drew the little pretzel scarf. This was Friday. The beer festival was on Saturday, so some of my friends came into town, and we all hung out at my house. We had beer and pizza and just sort of caught up, with like I said, my buddies that were from out of town. This is all from the beer festival. Here's a couple of pictures that I printed with my Polaroid, I don't know, Pogo, whatever it's called, printer from the day. And then this is just sort of like a little sticker collage from some of the different breweries that we stopped at. So it was a really fun day. It was actually perfect weather. It was like, I want to say maybe in the 40s, which is not bad. We've been to this thing sometimes when it was a blizzard. So my friends were leaving in the morning on Sunday, so I made a big breakfast for all of us. I made cinnamon rolls and eggs and sausage and pancakes, and we all hung out and ate together, and then they hit the road to head back to Kentucky. These 2 pages I tipped in. I think I did a video on how I tipped them in, but these 2 pages are an autobiographical comic that I drew for a comic class that I'm taking. If you want to look at the whole comic, I have it posted on my Dish Kitty Studio Facebook page, so you can go over there and take a look and see it up close and read it and all that kind of stuff. Nothing major here. This is a picture of silverware because after we had all these people here over the weekend, we were literally out of silverware, so I had to run the dishwasher so that we could even just like eat anything. It was kind of funny. And I also put clean sheets on the bed, which I love, so I drew a little picture of my yellow pillowcase. I did my nails that day in green. It was March 1st, and I was really excited, so I did for St. Patrick's Day, of course. So I did a green manicure. And we got a ton of snow. It snowed really heavily that day, and so I drew this little picture of a snow globe because where my office is, like I have this beautiful window that overlooks the backyard, and it looked like a snow globe out there because the snow was coming down so heavy and such big flakes, and it was really pretty, so I drew this little snow globe. Nothing major here. I was in a really good mood, happy, smiley, so that's it there. Okay, all that snow we got, this was a funny story. I ran out this night to go and just grab some groceries really quick, and my driveway I had shoveled it, and then the plow guy came and he plowed it, and then we got more snow the next day. So it was packed down snow from where he plowed, and then it snowed again, and so that snow underneath had turned to ice, so the driveway was like a death trap. So as I was coming back in the driveway, somehow I got my car stuck at the bottom of the driveway, like completely sideways, and it took my husband and 2 neighbors to push me out. So That would only happen to someone completely ridiculous like me. But there it is. I drew a little picture of me in the driveway sideways. Again, not much going on this day, but I did clean out some of my fountain pens. I cleaned my orange pen, so I drew a little picture of it. And then I wrote this with my orange pen with new orange ink. Had breakfast with my mom that day, so I drew a little picture of her. This day, it was a Sunday, and my husband was feeling really sick in the morning, and I thought, oh gosh, I hope he's not coming down with something. And then in the evening, I felt really sick, so I just sort of drew both of us. He kind of looks like the Hulk, but it's supposed to be like, you know, green sick. But it didn't last long because we both got better almost immediately. Of course, then we both got completely sick again, but anyway, that's coming up. I wrote Sweet Tooth on fleek, which is, I guess, what the kids are saying now, because I just could not. I had a cupcake, I had a donut, I was just my sweet tooth was crazy that day. Tuesday, March 8th was the Michigan primary, so I put our stickers in here. My husband and I went out to vote. Nothing serious. Okay, here's where I really got sick. I didn't even write anything for this day. I just drew a picture of myself being sick and sad because, yuck. I felt terrible. Got new phones, brand spanking new fancy here. Samsung Galaxy S7, which so far I highly recommend. Great phone. And I got the gold color, which is kind of a rose gold, so I painted this with my shimmer watercolors. Our new phones came with these virtual reality headsets, so we tried them out the next day. Here's a little picture of my husband trying it out. Okay, Saturday the 12th. My husband told me we had plans to go out of town. We were going to go out of town Saturday night and stay somewhere else. But that's really all I knew. He didn't tell me where we were going or what was happening. But it turned out to be, it was kind of a surprise birthday party for me. My birthday is actually on St. Patrick's Day. So my husband and I went way up north, probably about 3.5 or 4 hours north, to a brewery that I've been dying to go to for a couple of years, but haven't made it over there. And when we got there, a bunch of my friends were there waiting, and so it was like a little surprise party. And it was amazing. It was really, really fun. The only regret I have is that I was still really sick, so if I would have been feeling better, I would have enjoyed myself so much more, but it was still a really, really great time. It was fun. This is just another page where these again are some of our flight lists, some of my friends that were there, hotel key, stickers from the different places that we went, and this is just a postcard I bought at the brewery, one of the breweries we went to. This was Sunday. We slept in a little bit, checked out of the hotel, and then made our way back home, but we sort of did it at a leisurely pace and stopped at a few different little places, just, you know, for funsies. I got some new nail polishes. I got some new earrings at a store, and then my husband and I had sandwiches for dinner, so. Okay, this was Monday after we got back from our trip, and I was still, I was actually feeling a tiny bit better, but I had had periods before where I had felt better and then I got much worse again. So I figured, okay, I can't put this off anymore. It'd been several days. So I went to the walk-in clinic. And so here's a picture of me sitting around waiting because I was there for 3 hours, and then I saw a doctor for 5 minutes, and basically my concern was, is this the viral infection that's going around that everyone has that I just need to wait out? Or is there something else? Like, do I have bronchitis? Do I have, you know, do I need antibiotics for any reason? And, you know, 5-minute office visit, he listened to my lungs and he said, nope, you have the viral crap, and keep taking the over-the-counter stuff and wait it out and you'll be fine. So that was my evening, sitting around waiting for that 5-minute diagnosis. This is my NCAA bracket. You can see I colored it and made it all fancy. Anyway, bracket, which I tipped in. The next day, Tuesday, I was feeling so much better. I was finally actually feeling like a real human being again. So I decided I was going to go try to get a green beer. I like to get one green beer every year. My birthday is on St. Patrick's Day, so I don't like to do it on St. Patrick's Day because it's usually really crowded and crazy. So I figured, hey, this was the 15th, 2 days before. There's this bar in town that's like an Irish pub, and last I knew, they had green beer year round. Like, they just always had it. It was like their thing. Like, they always had green beer. But I got there, and they don't do that anymore, and they said, nope, we won't have green beer until St. Patrick's Day. So, boo-hoo, no green beer. The next day, Wednesday, birthday blues. I don't know, I was just feeling a little sad and depressed, thinking about, you know, getting older. St. Patrick's Day, this was my actual birthday. It was a wonderful day. My husband and I went out for a nice dinner at one of my favorite places in town. We went to a little local brewery that I love and stopped there for a few minutes, had a pint. And then I did end up getting a green beer, but I actually had to go to 4 places to find someone that had green beer. One of the places just said, no, we're not doing green beer. Another place was like, no green beer. Another place had sold out completely of green beer, and it was already gone when I got there at 8:30. So finally, the 4th place, jackpot. Okay, this was Friday the 18th. I took the day off of work just for giggles because my birthday was the day before. And my husband and I, my husband's always off on Fridays. So we headed up to Grand Rapids, which is about an hour north. My husband's parents live there. We stopped at this local place that he loves. He's loved it since he was young. And we grabbed some lunch for us and for his parents, and we stopped over to visit with them. His dad had a really minor knee surgery the day before, so both of his parents were home, and we just kind of stopped in, brought lunch, and, you know, just sort of chit-chatted. We brought our VR headset, and my mother-in-law tried it, and it was hysterical. She loved it. On the way back, we stopped at this new outlet mall that I've been wanting to go to. I got this super cute new pair of winter boots. I got some new clothes, some new jeans, new tops, and then we headed all the way back home and went to the Civic Theater downtown and saw the children's production of Stuart Little, which was really cute. It was fun. It's really fun when they do the kids shows because the kids are the ushers, they sell the concessions. It's like the completely kid run for the night, and it's so fun to just have all the kids there. So that's that. That's all I've got in here so far. A couple of other things I wanted to show you guys. This is a book I got for my birthday from my mother and father-in-law. It is origami, it says. It's paper that's made out of stone. And, oh my gosh, I wish you guys could feel it through the screen because it's like the smoothest paper I have ever seen in my whole life. It's amazing. I haven't written anything on it yet, but I'm excited to try it. This is one I got at a little bookstore when we were on our way home from our trip up north. And it's just a plain book. Let me see. It says Piccadilly. It just says sketch on the front. I like it because the way it's bound, it will lay completely flat. And the paper has a little bit of tooth. It's kind of a creamy color. So I'm excited. I think when this book is done, which will be fairly soon, I think it's going to make it until maybe near the end of April-ish, and that's about it. I think this is going to be my new daily book. I'm pretty excited about it. I like it a lot. So you can see the way it's bound so that it lays totally flat, which I thought was real cool. That's about it for me. Sorry it took so long. You can see by my book that I was pretty busy, but anyway, I hope you guys are having a stellar week. I will be back soon, I promise, with another flip and another little chit chat. So thanks so much for watching. Have a great week.